Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your host Hindavi Chavan, student of ASPM's K.T. Patil College of Pharmacy, Usmanabad, studying in B.Pharm 3rd year. Today I am going to give presentation on National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. So let's see what is National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. The National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, also known as Drug Price Control Order, that is DPCO. Drugs are considered as essential commodities and they should be made available always at a reasonable cost of price. Available always at a reasonable cost of price because of DPCO Act, that is Drug Price Control Order Act. Because of this act, the seller do not increase the price of drug from one certain limit. The second one is the Drug Price Control Order are issued by the government in 1955. So let's see what is the DPCO Act. The DPCO Act published in 1966. The latest drug price control order was issued on 15 May 2013. This 2013 edition come under Essential Commodities Act. Power of this edition under Section 3 of the Essential Commodities Act. Under this edition, 348 essential drug was included and 74 drug was controlled. The third one is the schedule is fixed and rate is fixed. So what is schedule is fixed and rate is fixed? See one by one. The schedule is fixed means dose is decided. So what is dose is decided? Let's see with the help of example paracetamol. The fixed dose of paracetamol is 500 mg. So, not more than 500 mg or not less than 500 mg dose was prepared. If the tablet was prepared more than 500 mg, then it include in non-schedule formation. So, this is the schedule fix of dose, preparation of dose. So what is rate is fixed? The DPCO decided the rate of wholesaler and retail seller. For wholesaler, 8% profit was fixed and for retail seller 16% profit was fixed. So wholesaler do not get more than profit, do not get more than 8% profit, and retail seller do not get more than 16% profit. That is rate is fixed of DPCO. Next one is the objectives. To regulate the qualitable distribution of essential bulk drug. The second one is to fix the maximum retail price of essential bulk drug or drug formulation. So let's see calculation of retail price of formulation. For calculating of retail prices of any drug formulation, the following formula has to be used. The formula is Rp is equal to in bracket MC plus Cc plus Pm plus Pc bracket complete in another bracket 1 plus MAPE divided by 100 bracket complete plus ED. So Rp is retail price. MC is material cost, that include the cost of drugs and other pharmaceutical aid used including overages. The Cc is conversion cost. The conversion cost fixed as a normally every year. The conversion cost worked out in accordance with established procedure of costing. The PM is packing material cost. The packing material cost used in packing of concerned formulation including process loss, and it also fixed as a normally every year. The PC is packing charge. Packing charge also fixed as normally every year, and it work out in accordance with the established procedure of costing. The ED is excise duty, means government tax. The MAPE means maximum allowable post manufacturing expenses. The next one is Next one is the procedure for price fixation or revision of bulk drug. It includes the following steps: identification of bulk drug, collection of data, preparation of actual cost statement, preparation of technical parameter, preparation of estimated cost, calculation of fair price of bulk drug, fixation of maximum sale price of the drug, notification of bulk drug price in official gazette. Let's see one by one. The first one is the identification of bulk drug. The identification of bulk drug include whose validity period is expired, request from concerned manufacturer or company, drug produced in the country for which no price has been notified under DPCO 1995. The next step is the collection of data. The data is collected by issued questionnaires or from one DPCO 1995, cost audit report etc. and verification by plant visit if required. The third step is preparation of actual cost statement. The actual cost for the year for which data is submitted or is prepared and verified during plant visit. The fourth step is the preparation of technical parameter. Checking the quantity of bulk drug and excipient as per label claim. The overage claim is allowed as per batch production. The technical parameters are prepared based on the data submitted and collected. That is included in step 2. Plant capacity is a system considering 330 working days for normal operation of plant, leaving 35 days for scheduled maintenance of plant. The achievable production level is considered at 90% utilization of assessed capacity, allowing 10% production loss and account of unforeseen breakdown. The fifth step is the preparation of estimated cost. The estimated cost for the pricing period are then prepared based on actual cost and the technical parameter. While projecting the future cost, an increment is recognized at 5% per annum in respect of seller and wages. Wages agreement, if any, which has been finalized and signed is also recognized while preparing the estimate. The sixth step is calculation of fair price of bulk drug. A part tax return 14% or net worth. Return of 22% on capital employed. Internal rate return 12% based on long time marginal costing in respect of new plant. No person can sell or bulk drug at a price higher than the one fixed for it. The seventh step is fixation of maximum sale price of drug. When the number of manufacturers of the said drug is more than one, the maximum sale price is fixed at 2/3 cut off level or weighted average prices depending upon the situation. The eighth step is the notification of bulk drug price in official gazette. So let's see what is the function of National Pharmaceutical Price Authority. The first function is to collect, maintain data on production, export and import market, share of individual companies, profitability of companies etc. for bulk drug and formulation. The second one is to monitor the availability of drug, identify storages if any and to take remedial steps. Third one is to implement and enforce the provision of the drug price control order. Fourth one is to deal with all legal matter arising out of the decision of the authority. The fifth one is to undertake and or sponsor relevant studies in respect of pricing of drug or pharmaceuticals. The sixth one is to render advice to the central government and on changes or revision in the drug policy. The seventh one is to render assistance to the central government in the parliamentary matter relating to the drug pricing.